Because really interesting about Sam Altman is that there was the OpenAI whistleblower.
Oh.
And they said that, I think his name was Balaji something. Balaji. Sorry for messing up his name. Balaji was one of the programmers, very well respected and well known within OpenAI, very young kid, maybe 23 or 24 years old.
And brilliant as well.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
And he was a whistleblower. So he was saying that OpenAI was taking copyrighted content to feed their machine and other allegations, which they didn't want to specify. But the fact that they are stealing and using people's content information and flooding the machine and manipulating it in order to create their models.
But Matthew, lots of different AI companies and large language model companies are doing this exact same thing. So this is not a new issue. So what makes this Balaji particularly special?
Because he was completely in the know.
Oh.
He was responsible for feeding the information into the machine.
Oh, so he was like the SS soldier that was walking them through the wooden door into the gas chambers because the Germans are so smart that they would have gas chambers with wooden doors.
Yes.
Oh.
Don't worry about the leak. No gas leak.
No gas leaks.
No gas leak.
Yeah, no gas leaks.
It's safe for everybody.
Yeah.
So this guy shows up, sends information to the New York Times, comes out as a whistleblower, quits OpenAI because he's like, I don't feel morally right about what's going on. Something is not right. I don't like this. This is not right.
Oh, okay.
He goes on vacation with his friends.
On his birthday.
On his birthday. They have a good time.
Mm-hmm.
He comes home, calls his mom. He's working on a new project. He's looking at cat memes. He's hanging out with his buddies. And all of a sudden, 2 days later, they found out that he committed suicide. Oh. That he unalived himself.
He deleted himself from the timeline.
Correct.
Oh, I see. So what you're telling me, Matt, is that it is normative behavior on your birthday to hang out and have lots of fun and then come back, immediately put 2 holes in your head?
With Amazon packages unopened on the way, with schedule and planning for the next day and the day after, with talking to your mom and having a normal conversation. Not like, oh, mom, I'm really sad. I think people who unalive themselves, especially young men, there are signs.
Oh, yeah.
They start to separate from society. Maybe they seem a little depressed. Maybe they feel like they have lost their passion and goal and they don't have a direction in their life. They become recluse, right?
Yeah, they self-isolate, yeah.
These are kind of like obvious signs that everyone knows of.
Yeah.
He showed none of them.
Oh.
And then his mom, who did an interview on Tucker,
Yeah.
she says, after like 2 days, we're like, where's our son? Checks every single hospital, like maybe he got into an accident. Let's go find him.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Couldn't find him?
Shows up to his apartment, his condo, which is like gated, locked, and security cameras everywhere.
Yeah. And the police are there?
And she's like, what's going on? Like, can we open this place up?
Yeah.
The cops walk in and they're like, oh, hold on, we're just doing some investigation. Just wait outside.
Oh, yeah.
For 30 minutes, she waited outside while the cops were inside, knowing that he was dead. But they never told her.
Why?
And the only reason she found out is when the van showed up to take him off on a stretcher.
Oh, it wasn't an ambulance, it was a morgue car.
Exactly.
Oh.
And she's like, what's going on here?
So what you're saying is that the police officers, allegedly, did not allow the mother of the victim to validate the existence of her son and decided to tell her nothing?
Nothing. Just waiting.
That seems a little like an anomaly in due process.
It is completely abnormal. It is definitely not the normal cycle that you do. And she tries to go inside and...
Didn't she take some pictures?
She took pictures. She took evidence. What she found is that there is remnants of a wig on the floor, that there is blood splattered everywhere, and that they say that he shot himself.
Oh, he did? Oh, okay.
Except the angle that the bullet went down was from the forehead down backwards. So the allegation from the police is that he unalived himself by taking a gun, and instead of going like this or like this, he went like this.
And he missed the brain. This guy was so smart that he missed the brain.
He missed the brain? What a clown. He can't even unalive himself, right?
The allegation
that was mean. Sorry, guys. Sorry.
The allegation is that he shot himself from an angle like up to down. In what world has anyone saw that and be like, oh yeah, that's suicide? That's crazy.
Yeah.
And she looks at all the evidence. She takes pictures. She's like, something's not right here.
Uh-huh.
She goes to the morgue. She goes to the city. She goes to the officials. And everyone's like, oh, no, there's nothing to see here. It's suicide.
Oh.
Like, nothing to see here?
Nothing to see here.
Evidence of a struggle, evidence of other people's hair and wig and weird angle. And all of a sudden, and no pattern or psychological cues that would say he would do it. And all of a sudden, he shows up, he's dead. He is the whistleblower trying to open up the doors on everything OpenAI is doing. And all of a sudden, he shows up dead in the most peculiar way. And everyone immediately says, oh, dude, what are you doing? Of course, it's obvious.
Nothing to see here.
Nothing to see here.
So the thing that shocked me the most, there's a lot that is very peculiar. But if you're going to unalive yourself, you don't splatter blood all over the place. Like, that was the thing that was like, bro, it seemed like there was a struggle from the pictures. And so my thing is I when this revelation, when the Tucker interview happened with the mom, my first thought was, Sam Altman, how does he sleep at night? That was my first thought. How does he sleep at night when he knows that he had to have his hand in this? He had to have had his hand in this. And my second thought, which was really sad, is that this kid sent the information, poor decision, by the way, to the New York Times, who are a bunch of rats, a bunch of narcs, right? You hate narcs. Or a bunch of sellouts who will immediately get a juicy story and say, oh man, this is worth $2,500 if I give it to this guy, and he'll, da. And like, there's just too much. There's too many oddities in all of this, and I have to believe, which is so crazy because it's almost Hollywood movie-esque, that Sam Altman is certainly part of, let's just say, the unaliving of this individual, and it stinks. It smells. There is too much awry in this situation here.
Do you think Sam Altman hangs out with the Boeing guys?
Considering his position, he probably hangs out with a lot of those guys. And probably those are the guys who are like, hey, Sam, if you ever have a problem, I know a guy.
And we've talked about Sam Altman before.
He doesn't seem like he's a good person.
I mean, the allegation of his sister saying, oh yeah, he like sexually abused me when I was a kid. Which is weird.
You wouldn't do that in public unless it was real, right?
Yeah, I mean, what girl makes up a lie about your brother, and he like cut her off for doing that, or he like cut her off too? It's so weird. There's so much sketchiness around this guy.
Why? So Matt, why can't we have a hero who is unblemished? Like, seriously, none of the people, and Trump, we're hoping for the best, that you're making the right decisions. But I'll tell you, damn it, like all of the people, and I don't think this is hyperbole here, all of the people surrounding him are not good people.
Thanks for watching the clip. If you want to see the full episode, click here. If you want to see more clips, click here.